Cool. How's is everybody ready?
I think I am.
Yep.
Michael got his food.
I already ate.
All right. Anakin,
Yeah, I'm good.
Josh,
I'm good.
other Josh.
I'm good.
You guys gonna put music on or how's that
Well,
going?
what are we
You
going
can
for?
if you want. I
Do
mean,
some ambient music right now since we're traveling.
Like, what are we starting? Are we like? Actually, I'll just say ambient music. D&D. Let's see what pops up. This is the first one. Fantasy music, I guess.
Like when you're streaming your Discord and Notepad, just letting you know.
Yeah, I know. I have to stream my application so you can see my screen,
Okay.
or not my application, my screen.
Lower that.
Like, yeah, I gotta
before we
lower
go,
that.
let me go
And
here
then I'll add these.
just a little bit.
All right. And the event has started.
Okay.
All right, everybody's ready.
Yeah.
Cool. So, before we go, are there any questions? Big overarching questions that you guys want to ask me before we get in? Nothing to the game.
Nothing to the
In terms
game.
of like nothing like in terms of gameplay, because we'll explain when we're in.
Okay.
Like, you
are
guys?
we looking at our page the entire time? Pretty much. That's all we're
Yes.
looking at.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, you guys are going to be imagining your location, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a map for you guys, but that's okay. Okay. Anything else? That's a good question.
Not really.
I think we're good.
All right. Here we are. Okay. So here's your intro. In the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Phandalin, a couple of days' travel southeast of the city. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brother had found something big and that he'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Phandalin. He then set out ahead of you on horse along with a warrior escort named Sildar Halwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of business. So, this group has spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tri-Boar Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous, and bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. So, you guys are on this trail, wooded area, and here is where we introduce our characters to each other. So, where are you guys coming from, and what is your relation to Gundren Rockseeker?
Our relation to who?
Gundren Rockseeker. He's a
Is
dwarf.
So Gundren's a dwarf, and he's the one that sent us out on this little thing.
Yeah, so he has asked you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the settlement of Phandalin.
To the settlement.
So
of
you as a group.
Phandelver?
So we have had to meet before.
How do you spell that? PH?
Phandalin.
Settlement Phandelver?
Phandalin.
No,
Phandalin.
Phandalin.
All right, who wants to start? Who wants to be the first one?
So, please introduce yourselves and tell me where you are. You're currently all close to a carriage driven by 2 oxen. So obviously someone is probably driving this carriage. Aside from that, where are you guys and who are you? Go ahead.
I guess I'll start. My name is Victor Ledesor. I come from a land far from here. I know, what's his name? Gundren. From some work friends, I suppose. They told me about him and said that he paid good coin. So I decided to meet with him and he gave me this quest.
Okay. I think I'll go next. My name is Zetsu. I am one of the forgotten furies of Odin. I fell from Asgard, though you may not believe. I am out for revenge and a way back to the heavens. Right now I'm looking for money, and as I fell down to Midgard, I met this dog. And this dog led me back to his owner, Gundren, and he had a job for me, and I needed money. So here I am.
Hi, my name is Redrick Mancy, and I come from a noble land. But originally, the elves took my family and slaughtered them, and Gundren sent some people to come help me escape from the lands. And that's how I know Gundren and why I'm here on this quest for him. Favor for a favor.
My name is Ulfric. I'm from the northern Sword Coast, and I'm a member of the Brotherhood of Light and a follower of Soul. And I am doing this as less of a necessity and more as a favor for a friend.
Ah, interesting.
Hey, all right, nice. So now we've all established who we are. I will tell you guys that you are traveling. So you're pulling this wagon with two oxen in the front. That's pulling it. So where exactly are you guys as you're walking down this trail? Are you on the wagon, on the side of it? You know, like
I am on the left side of the wagon, walking alongside.
okay.
I'm trailing behind the cart a little bit.
On the right side of the cart.
Right? Zetsu? Michael?
My immersion. Michael.
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 Oh, I'm muted. I literally
Oh
said my
my
entire
God.
thing.
Michael, where are you in regards to the
Did I not?
oxen? And
You didn't hear me? Oh
No,
man,
you were muted.
That's
fuck.
you know you're like Odin's fury or some shit.
I
You
am
just need to know where
walking
you're at.
in front of the two stags.
okay, so
Oxen.
is
Oxen.
nobody driving? Is nobody holding the
I
reins?
am holding the reins in front because that is how we did it in Asgard.
Okay, so you're in front holding, like you're basically pulling the oxen.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um cool. So this wagon is packed with some supplies, some food. Um you guys are walking down this trail. Would anybody like to try and figure out what's in there?
In the wagon?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go
I will.
ahead.
Okay, so Victor walks up to the wagon from the right side. He notices that there's some sacks of flour, some casks of salted pork, some ale, some shovels, picks, crowbars, about a dozen crowbars, and 5 lanterns with a small barrel of oil. And the total value of this cargo, you don't really know, but you guys are currently on this trail. So you've been on the Tribord Trail for about a half a day, and you guys are coming around a bend and you spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. And each has had several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods are close to the trail now. There's trees on both sides, and there's steep embankment on either side with dense thickets. So you guys are coming up to these horses. What do you do?
I am going to use my perception to see if there's anybody near.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have a perception check.
Did you see it?
What is it?
16 plus 2, 18. It says it in the
Okay.
chat if you're looking at the game log.
Okay, so you're holding these oxen in the very front, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Zetsu has a keen sense of what's going on around him. He's taking a look as he comes up to these horses with the arrows inside of them, and he notices that on either side of the trail that there are these thickets are kind of ruffling, right? Ruffling on either side. He can't exactly tell what's behind them, but he knows there's something there at the very least. But you guys are about 50 feet away from this from this horse, so you can't really tell until you get any closer. What does anybody else want to do?
And do I see Zetsu like noticing something, or do I have to roll for that?
Zetsu?
Yeah, like so say like I'm on the left side of the wagon, right? And I was just looking into like what was in the supplies and I saw the dead horses and I'm looking around and then I look up and I see Zetsu and he's like looking, is he like looking, he said he was looking to the side, right? Or so he notices something?
You kind of notice Zetsu like squint his eyes a little bit, and you can see
Okay.
him looking at the ruffling behind those thickets.
Okay.
But
So
unless he tells you, you're not really sure what he thinks is going on.
so can I ask him? Can I be like
What is Dad's name?
Redrick Mancy?
Rhetoric, Mancy.
What's Anakin's?
In
Ulfric.
Diogenes is in the
Ulfric.
things a what?
I changed it to Ulfric. I guess it didn't update. Sorry.
Ulfric. Okay, I'm just
How do you
writing
spell
it
that?
down in notes so I can.
ULFRIC.
Okay. Zetsu,
Yeah,
I see you are troubled by something. Do you see anything?
I think I see something rustling in the woods.
I turn my head and I see where
Yeah,
he's looking at.
he's told you, so now you're kind of keen to what's going on. But you guys are still a little too far. Like, are you?
We're still far off.
You're like 50 feet away. You know, you're kind of.
Okay.
Keep your guard up.
Ulfric, Redrick, Zetsu senses something ahead. We should be on our guard.
I hear you.
Can I do anything to like assist in the perception check? Like, can I, like, if I investigation maybe or something?
Yeah, you can investigate. I would tell you that you'll probably need to get a little closer. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I think we should walk closer.
Yeah, I agree.
Could be a trap.
They have
Perhaps.
bows. They
Should
have
I walk close? I'm a Zetsu, I'm a sorcerer. I am better suited for longer ranges.
I can use my insight to see if they're going to attack.
Okay. So what do you do?
I'm gonna roll for insight.
Do you want to actually do something?
Wait, okay.
Dude, I'm so confused. Like, what?
So you guys are technically just standing there, right?
Yeah.
We're just standing there, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Zetsu, can you go on ahead and check? I can stay by the wagon.
Yeah, I can. So, I'm forgetting this roll that I just did, right?
He
did an insight roll.
Did we decide on what dice we're using? Sorry, I need to ask that. Like, what die are we using for check rolls like that and stuff?
It's always a d20.
Always d20. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Unless there's a rule that says you have to roll something else. Okay. So let me get this straight. So
what is going on?
The three of you are gonna stay back 50 feet back from with the cart, and Zetsu is gonna walk up, right?
That is what I'm recommending. I am recommending that since Zetsu saw it and he seems like he's keen, he knows something. I think, and since I'm a sorcerer, I think it would be best that I stay by the wagon and Zetsu check it out.
Yeah,
Zetsu?
I'll go check it out.
Okay,
Uh,
so Zetsu is Zetsu's gonna walk up alone, right?
Yeah.
is anyone gonna walk with him?
Anybody?
Can I? I I sneak off into the bushes to get a surprise to see if any enemies are lurking. Get stealth on them.
Okay, so are you gonna walk up through the woods with him, or
I'm gonna
I
walk around to the side
I
through the
don't
bushes.
I like to work alone, so I told them to stay back. But it seems like he's going against my
Oh,
words, and he's
is Dead
sneaking into
doing
the
it?
he's helping, but I don't know that.
Stepping off to
okay,
the side in the
I'll
woods.
stay back.
That's my trait. Like
okay.
I don't
The
rely on
magic
people.
users are staying back.
Ulfric and Victor are staying back 50 feet back with the cart. Okay. So Zetsu's walking up straight through the middle of the road. You know, big man fell from Asgard, and Redrick chose to go through the woods. So you guys are slowly walking up. You can kind of notice the rustling, but you haven't really seen anything yet. And you're coming up to these two dead horses, with the arrows in them. Zetsu, what do you do?
uh, I'm going to use my investigation skills and try and find out and deduce what happened.
Okay. Well, I won't make you roll for it because you can kind of just look. You can kind of just look at it, you know.
Okay.
But basically, you can tell that these horses were killed by the arrows that are inside of them. They're like kind of dark arrows. And you noticed that the saddlebags on the side of the horses are looted, and there's a nearby empty leather map case. Um, and with that, we're gonna roll for initiative.
Oh boy,
All of us or me?
Everybody.
I'm rolling right
Hey,
now.
that means we're about to get into something, isn't it?
what dice were you using?
I got a 12.
I got a 16, 18 total,
Wait,
18 total.
What do we
what's
roll
the?
for?
Yeah,
Sorry.
what is the dice?
Initiative.
Just
It's
yeah,
gonna
just
be at the
click it.
top, right next to your armor class, I believe. Let me.
Hold on. Oh, I see it. Oh, nice. Fucking 4.
So What's everybody's rolls?
18.
I rolled a 17 plus
12.
1, 18.
What? Yeah, 12.
What did Dead get?
I got a 4.
4. Okay.
Oh boy.
Michael.
12.
Okay. All right. Give me one moment. Let's go ahead and go over your positions real quick. Where is everybody standing in terms of like the wagon and in terms of the woods?
I am next to the horse, the dead horses.
Victor is on the front left side of the wagon by the oxen.
Ulfric is standing next to Victor.
I am in the woods up the tree.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay, so Dead Redrick is in the woods, and Zetsu is looking at these dead horses. Ulfric, all the way back with the carriage or whatever it's called, notices that those back thickets that were rustling, he sees two goblins pop up out of those thickets and go straight for and begin to head towards Zetsu. And Zetsu notices them as well. Everybody kind of sees this, but Zetsu is the only one that the goblins can kind of get to. So they're just focusing on him right now. But Ulfric is first in line. Ulfric, what do you do?
Are we in battle right now?
Mm-hmm. This is battle.
Oh god. So who's going right now?
Ulfric.
Ulfric.
Yeah. So Bless is always prepared. So I immediately cast Bless on Ulfric.
Cast Bless on Ulfric?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is that a cantrip or a... What is that?
I'm pretty sure it's a cantrip because it says always prepared.
Okay, cool. What's the casting time?
1A.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you bless him. What does bless do?
It. Whenever he makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll. Wait, what? Hold on, I think I'm reading the wrong thing. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. So whenever he makes a roll, an attack roll or a saving throw, he can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or the saving throw.
A deep
Okay,
4?
did you...
So he can add a d4 to whatever his
Oh,
roll
okay,
is,
I see,
his
I see.
attack roll or his saving throw.
Okay, cool. So, all right. Next in line is the first goblin that was on Zetsu's right side. So the first goblin is going to run up to Zetsu. He's going to try to attack Zetsu. So he swings the sword, and it doesn't hit Zetsu. Why doesn't it hit you, Zetsu?
I dodge it.
Okay, Zetsu dodges his sword. Okay.
Can you guys hear
Um,
Sean?
Kind of.
Yeah, he's like lagging a little.
Hello?
Sean?
Hello? Can you
Hello?
guys hear me? Okay. Zetsu dodges the sword. And Victor is next. Victor, what do you do?
Did you say Victor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, what's happening right now? There's two goblins rushing Zetsu right now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, one has already attacked him, but failed. And you basically see that happen. You're about 50 feet away from him.
Okay. What should I do? 50 feet away from him? Okay. Can I cast Firebolt?
Sure, is it what is it?
It is a cantrip.
It's a cantrip? Okay, read it. For me.
Spells. Where do I read the... How do I read it? I don't see the description of it. Oh, here he is. You hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. A flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
Okay, so night spells damage increases by casting time 1 action. Okay, go ahead. Roll that 1d10 against who are you casting it against though? Like what goblin are you doing it?
Okay, so does this spell like hurt Zetsu if it's too close to him?
No.
Is that no, it doesn't? Okay, so
No.
I attack the goblin closest to Zetsu.
Okay, cool. Roll
Do I hit the 1d or the 6 plus 6?
roll for DC. Hit.
So I clicked 1d.
No,
DC, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, roll for DC.
I rolled
see
an
if that hits.
18 plus
Okay,
6,
yeah,
that's
that
24.
hits. Yeah, you freaking sniped this dude. Go ahead and roll a d10. Let's see what damage you got him for.
I got 4.
4 damage. Okay, so you hit him. What does that look like?
Ooh, I get to act it out?
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, so Victor claps his hands together. His ruby red eyes on his mask begin to glow bright. He begins to laugh maniacally. And as he laughs, he chants a very, very interesting word that no one knows, but I know, which is just death. I say, yeah! And I shoot out the fire from my fingertips, straight to the goblin attacking Zetsu. And I
Nice.
hit
The
him.
goblin takes four damage, and he's looking pretty toasty. He's looking pretty toasty right now. Okay, so next up in line is the next goblin. That's on Zetsu's left. So the next goblin is going to try and do the same thing. He's just going to run up and try to swing his scimitar on Zetsu. So let's go ahead and see if that hits. What is your armor class,
18.
Zetsu? 18. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't hit either. Why doesn't it hit, Zetsu?
I also dodged that one.
You dodge it, so he's dodged 2 sword slashes. And next up is a goblin that pops up out of the woods on the right side where is on. Right, he pops up, and he's gonna try and aim for. He's gonna try and aim for Victor. Let's go ahead and see if that hits. What is your armor class, Victor?
15.
15?
15.
15, okay. Okay. So he rolled a 13, so it doesn't hit Victor either. So this goblin shoots arrow from his short bow, and Victor does something to not get hit. What does Victor do?
So I hear the noise. I hear the rustle of the goblin coming out.
Mhm.
Since I have a mask on, he doesn't know that I can tell. So he shoots off the arrow, and in an instant, I take one step backwards, and the arrow just whizzes past my face.
There it is. All right. So now another goblin pops up on the left side. So now there's 4 goblins, right? Pulls out his short bow, and he aims it at where are you, Ulfric? Were you behind the
I was standing next to Victor.
You're standing next to Victor? Yeah, so he aims it at Ulfric. So he shoots this arrow, and what is your armor class, Ulfric?
18.
18. Goodness, you guys are beefy. And he rolls a 12, so it doesn't hit Ulfric either. These guys suck, they're goblins. So this goblin shoots this arrow, whizzes right past Ulfric, and Redrick is last in line, I believe.
Mhm.
So Redrick is in the woods right now, so nobody has really noticed him yet. So what are you gonna do, Redrick?
I climb. Well, since I was on a tree, I want to use my short bow to shoot at a goblin that was attacking Setsu.
Okay, which one are you gonna aim at?
I'm gonna aim at the one that just recently attacked him, so the one that was closest to him.
Okay, so the one on the left.
Yeah, the one on the left. One on the left.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll 1d20 for the hit.
1d20.
Hit again.
Okay.
Yeah, the hit against DC.
Oh.
Excuse me. For armor class.
13. Plus, is that initiative roll? Okay. So 13.
You roll custom. You press your
Do I hit
on your
this?
short. Yeah, hit that.
Oh, okay. Okay. My bad. My bad.
Uh-huh.
All right. 18.
Okay, cool. So you hit him. Roll damage.
Okay. I got a 4.
Cool. So that other one gets shot straight in the shoulder from Redrick. So both of them are hit pretty bad, but they're still up and standing right next to Zetsu. Did I make you go yet, Zetsu?
Me? No.
Okay, yeah. It's all up to you. What do you do?
Hold on, I'm gonna play this out a little bit. Redrick, you buffoon! You could have hit me. I'll deal with them.
I knew
I'm
where I was
going
aiming.
to literally scare the shit out of all of these goblins with an intimidation, and try and make them run.
It's not gonna work.
It's not
but,
gonna work? Okay, fine. I'll attack
You
then.
can try it. Okay. All right. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try and behead the first goblin that tried to attack me
So the one on your right.
on my right.
Okay. Cool. What are you gonna hit him with?
My broadsword of the Ace Fury.
All right. Let's see it. Let's see your roll against the armor class.
14.
That's a 14. 14 total.
Yep.
So you completely miss his head. He dodges right under your sword.
Short
and
bastard.
You're standing there, confounded as to how this goblin dodged your huge broadsword. So,
I yell to Zetsu to watch the backswing.
yeah. All right. So all the way back in the order, we're back to Ulfric.
Okay. So my bad. Bless was a spell slot, so it used a spell slot.
Okay. Did Zetsu use that? I don't even know if we took that into account.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, this is
Oh God, you're right.
shambles.
What did that do? Did that
Shambles.
bonus? Is that a bonus to the hit?
We're gonna lose
DC?
the goblins.
It was attack damage or a saving throw. You could
Die
have
by
added as well.
goblins.
I
Man.
can't use it then because like I have to
Oh,
use
yeah,
it when
'cause you
I
didn't
do
hit.
damage. I
Oh, yeah.
missed.
All right, Ulfric.
Okay. So sorry. What exactly is the predicament right now?
All right, so currently
surrounded.
you're standing behind with Victor.
Okay, so
Um,
Michael's still being attacked by goblins.
Michael's being attacked by 2 goblins. There's 2 goblins on either side of the road with short bows. They're not hidden or anything, but you guys are basically fighting 4 goblins, and Michael is just out there.
Okay.
Or Zetsu's just out there.
And Michael's not injured yet, right?
Yeah, nobody's hit him yet.
Okay, so I use my light crossbow to shoot at one of the goblins with the bows.
Okay. Which one are you going to shoot at?
The one on the right.
The one on the right? On Redrick's side?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead. Go ahead and roll for hit.
All right, I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
No,
Yeah.
that's his damage.
That was his
that's
damage.
My
Okay,
bad.
yeah. Roll. It's the one to the left.
Roll the hit /
Yeah,
DC.
there you
my
go.
bad,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
bad. I rolled a 5.
Okay, so
So
your
+3 and it's 8.
your crossbow bolt falls short, and it lands right in front of that goblin, and he's looking at you right now like, okay, maybe you're next. And that's exactly what he's probably gonna do. But the next in line is the goblin to Michael's right. He's going to try and swing again against Michael. So he's gonna take his scimitar and swing. Let's see what he gets. What's your armor class again, Michael?
18.
He's gonna swing. Oh, it almost hit you, but it didn't. It didn't. He misses again. He misses again. And right back to Victor.
Okay, so I have a message. Like, message is one of my cantrips. Is that an action? Like, will that use up my turn?
Let me see it. Where is it?
Message. Oh wait, it says casting time 1 action, so it is.
Yeah.
You can, if you click
Communication.
action and look at the bottom, it says actions and combat: attack, cast a spell,
Okay.
dash, disengage, dodge,
Are we like?
help, hide.
Okay, so like if I yell, can they hear me? They're not that
Mhm.
far, right?
Yeah, they can hear you. You guys can talk to each other and tell each other
Okay,
whatever
okay.
information.
What
You
class
can
is?
work together, you know?
Okay, I yell to Redrick. Redrick, what is your proficiency? Like, what are you good at? Because I
Yeah.
guess I don't know if he's like a good swordsman or something.
I Proficiency is in my daggers, my two-handed weapon style, and long-range bows.
Okay. So I yell at Redrick and I tell him I think he should try to get down from that damn tree and help Zetsu.
I hear you. I hear you.
So
I talk?
get down from that damn tree, help Zetsu. I turn to Ulfric, I think that's
Yeah,
how you say
Ulfric.
it. He's to my left, and I tell him, let's take out these two snipers next to us.
Mhm.
So I hope Zetsu heard me. I think he did.
I definitely heard you.
So Redrick is supposed. I hope Redrick is going to help Zetsu. Ulfric and I are going to take care of these goblin snipers.
Okay,
So
what are you gonna do?
I am going to firebolt yet again,
You gonna firebolt again? Okay.
but this time
who are you aiming
I'm
for?
going to hit the goblin to Ulfric's left because I feel like the one on the right might be a little scared from the crossbow miss. He thinks that next time it won't miss.
So which one
so
are you gonna hit? Is
I'm
that
gonna
the
hit
sniper on the left?
the sniper on the left.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
So I'm going to roll hit,
Mhm.
and I got 16.
16. Okay, that hits. That hits. So that firebolt flies straight towards that goblin standing next to the tree on that left side. Hit or how much damage?
8.
Okay, so that goblin is burnt to a crisp. That goblin is down. He falls on the ground and he's just burning.
He's
right?
dead?
He's unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious.
All right. But yeah, he's dead. He's dead. You killed him.
Yeah. Excellent.
Melting.
All right, so goblin to the left of Michael. He's gonna try and swing again. This is the 4th time that these guys have tried to swing against Michael and tried to hit him. Let's go ahead and see if he can hit. Okay, so that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit him for 5 points of damage.
Okay, so I click
So-
the little box and then go down by, go click 5 and hit damage.
Yep.
Okay.
So Michael gets slashed by a scimitar of this guy. And the goblin on the right is going to try and the one that Ulfric tried to shoot. The goblin on the right is going to try and shoot Ulfric. So he's going to go ahead and try and hit. Let's see what he gets. What's your armor class, Ulfric?
My armor class is 18.
18. And the goblin shoots the arrow, and it just lands right in front of him. It didn't even go 5 feet.
Man.
So the next goblin is up, and it's the one on Michael's left. No, was that the one that was it?
I think that was the one that
hit you?
slashed. I think
Yeah, that was the one that hit
slashed.
him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So since there's a goblin down, it's Redrick.
Josh, what's your name again?
Victor.
Since I heard Victor's call to me, I jump down, and with my two weapon fighting, I take a dagger and I stab it in the back of the goblin.
Which one?
The
Because
The
there's
two weapon
in
fight-
front of. There's two
if I
in front
do-
of Zetsu.
So question, if I do two weapon fighting, since I can use these two daggers, could I stab both of them, theoretically?
Do you have 2 daggers? You won't.
I do have two daggers.
Okay. What's your bonus action say?
Two weapon fighting.
Simple, finesse,
Says what-
light, thrown range.
When you
Right?
attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee that you're holding in the other hand.
Yep. So basically, you can try and hit them both.
Okay, then that's what I want to do.
Okay, so let's go ahead and have you roll for hit on DC.
At an 11.
Okay, so roll again.
7.
Okay, so Redrick
Useless.
runs up to these two goblins, and he tries to slice the first one, but the first goblin jumps over his blade. He tries to slice the second one, and the second goblin dodges under. So now Redrick is, where are you standing?
I would now be with Zetsu.
Okay. Now, yeah, so Redrick is standing basically to Zetsu's left with a tear rolling down his face as he just realized both these goblins. Okay, so everybody went, right? On that second round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so now it's back to Ulfric.
You mean me?
Or yeah, no, Zetsu, yeah.
Okay, question. So my lay on hands, like my 5 HP per like touching people. Can I heal myself with that? Or is that like I can only heal other people?
You have a pool of healing that restores 5 HP per long rest as long as you touch a creature. And restore remaining in the pool for 5 HP. Yeah, you can I mean, I guess you touch yourself.
Does that use a turn?
You know what? I'm gonna say that you can only.
You
Because
cut out.
you can touch a creature. I'm gonna say that you can only use that on other creatures, so you can only touch a creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm perceiving this like the people around me. So like it's me and Dead, and then 2 goblins.
Two
Richard.
goblins right in front of you. The one on the left has already hit you.
Okay. Which one is weaker, the one on the left or the one on the right? One of them got hit by a fireball.
You don't really know.
I don't really
One of
know.
them got shot by one of my arrows too. Don't forget.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you missed.
No, not the arrow.
Oh, you're right. That one. Okay.
Yeah, you don't really know how much.
Okay.
They're you can tell that they're breathing. They're breathing.
What
Both
does grapple like? If I grapple one of them,
Basically,
what does that use? Athletics?
You're gonna try and win on a strength check against this goblin, and if you win, you grapple successful.
So
It tethers
so
you
if I
together.
were so it's not me like choking the shit out of him and breaking his neck, right? That's just me holding him, or like
You're just trying to hold him so he doesn't move, and he's not gonna be able to attack or do anything.
I'm gonna roll for an attack on the right one.
On the right one? Okay,
Yep.
go ahead.
17.
That hits. How much damage you do?
Do I roll the 1d8 or
That's
the 1d10?
The one on top is for one-handed. The one on the bottom is for two-handed.
Okay, so since I have a shield out, it's the top one?
Yep.
4.
Okay, so Zetsu swings this broadsword one-handed to the one on the right and slices straight through his gut, and the goblin falls face down on the ground.
Die, you wretched fuck.
So now it's back to Ulf.
Okay. So one of the sniper archer goblins is still alive, right? And Josh crisped the other one.
Yep, the only sniper goblin that's alive is the one on the right.
Okay. How far away am I from it?
You're a little over 50 feet away from it. You can move closer if you want. Like,
I'll shoot my crossbow at it again.
okay, you're gonna try and shoot him?
Yeah.
Cool, roll for me.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Good shot.
What's that damage?
Do I have to roll for damage, right?
Yes,
Mhm,
now you roll
yeah.
for damage.
I rolled a 7.
Okay,
8.
so you just headshot this goblin
Oh.
straight through his right eye.
Nice shot, Ulfric!
I
Crossbow,
commend Ulfric.
bam, right into this goblin's right eye, and flat on his back. Okay, so next in turn is Victor.
So the snipers are dead, right?
Snipers are dead. The only
And it's
one
only
that's
the ones
alive.
attacking Zetsu?
The only one that's
and-
alive is the goblin on Zetsu's left. It's the
On
only
left.
goblin alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I look to my left and I tell Ulfric, not bad, good shot.
Nice.
Look ahead. And I feel a little... I want a variety in my sorcery.
Uh-huh.
How far am I from this goblin?
You're about the same distance as Ulfric.
Okay.
You're
Cut out.
a little over 50 feet.
So I have an ability called Ray of Frost,
Uh-huh.
which has 60 feet. That'll hit then, right?
Let me see. Where are you? Ray of Frost. Yeah, that can hit. That can hit.
I
Go
do
ahead, click
that.
it for me. Frigid beam of blue-white streaks across a creature toward range, making a rage. On hit, it takes 1d8, and its speed is reduced. Okay, cool. Let's see you roll for it.
14.
So that blue-white light streaks straight past Zetsu, and in between both Zetsu and the goblin's head, but it yeah, it just barely missed.
I look over
that goblin's head.
at Victor in fucking awe.
I look at Redrick as he's about to be singed.
Okay, so Redrick is next.
Well, I would like to attack the goblin that's in front of us.
All right, let's
Me
go
and
ahead.
Zetsu.
How are you gonna attack him?
Two-handed daggers again.
All right, let's see it.
8. An 8 and a 5. Cool.
You really are useless.
Which one did you click then?
I
me
clicked hit to see.
Okay, yeah. So you go again to swing these 2 daggers, but this goblin is he dodges straight under the first one. You know, he twists around you to miss the second one. Right? Not having hit anything. But now it's Zetsu's turn.
Okay. Can I? Is there an action to like take the goblin sword or weapon?
What
His arm.
Which weapon?
Improvise?
Oh, he has 2.
I mean, there's one goblin died next to you. Are you trying to take the one in front of him?
Like the alive one, the last one alive. I'm
He's
trying
trying
to
to
like
disarm, I
grab
think.
his
He's trying
arm
to disarm.
and like
Or you're trying to?
fucking
Oh, you're-
take that shit from him.
Okay. You're basically trying to rip this sword out of his hand.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are pretty close. So I would say, right after he twisted away from Redrick's dagger slash, he got really close to you. And are you gonna try and disarm him?
I am going to disarm him by crushing his wrist.
Holy shit.
Okay, so let's go ahead and have a I gotta make this up. Let's have you make a strength check.
All right, athletics, right?
Just a regular strength check.
Okay.
Mhm.
14.
14. That's gonna do it. So you rip this sword out of his hands, break his fingers in the process, and he is now standing there, weaponless. And that was your turn. So now it goes back to Ulfric.
Okay. So Dead and Michael are fighting the last goblin that's
The
alive.
last goblin, yeah.
If I use anything ranged, there's a chance I'm going to hit one of them, right?
It depends how bad you mess up, but
Hey.
you would have to mess up pretty bad.
I have one more question.
Mhm.
Is can I use light, the spell, as a flashbang?
I was gonna ask that too.
Goodness, you guys are making this. Can you click it so I can read it?
Can you do
Yeah.
what?
Light. It's a spell that we have as
to blind
paladins.
him.
Oh, it shoots bright light, 20 foot. You can throw because you're basically gonna light something up, right?
Yeah.
You can You can try. You can certainly try.
Can I just start running over to them to help?
You can do it. You can do whatever you want. I'll make it work.
But does it take like a turn for me to just run over there?
It will because what's your speed?
The
30
walking
feet.
speed is.
Walking
Is there a
speed.
running speed?
No, that's just your right. Yeah, so you won't be able to make it to them, but you can make it 30. You can make it 35 feet if you want to really like, if you're trying to do something. You know?
Okay, there's no way my crossbow kills either of them, right?
I mean, I hit.
I have
There's
6
a-
hit points.
There's
Okay, never mind. I'm not shooting the crossbow. Yeah, never mind. I'm not doing it.
Do you have any like healing spells?
Yeah, I didn't know you were 6 HP. Okay. Okay. How far away am I from them?
You're about Zetsu is exactly 50 feet away from you.
Okay. I spend the turn running over to them.
Okay, do you want to do anything else as you run?
Tell Ulfric, or tell Zetsu. I yell at Zetsu to run towards me so I can heal him so he doesn't die.
I am no bitch.
Okay. That's lit.
I like the spirit.
You can actually do something else. I mean, you haven't really done anything yet, unless you don't want to do anything.
Well, I have
Unless
to
you're done.
touch. Oh, hold on. Okay. So as I'm run, can I run and cast a spell, a ranged spell as well?
Yeah, if it's a one turn thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Casting time, 1 bonus action. Okay.
What would you like to do?
Never mind. Just forget it. I'm just running towards Michael and I'm yelling at him to run towards me.
All right, cool. Victor's next.
If I get closer, does like my accuracy matter at all, or like?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I see Ulfric run towards Zetsu, and I feel like I would be best standing next to the wagon, and I try to shoot another ray of frost.
Another ray of frost at this goblin.
Yes,
All right, let's go ahead and
I
see
need to
roll.
freeze this motherfucker. 17.
17. Okay, that ray of frost hits him directly in the head. His head is frozen, falls to the ground.
Doesn't he have to roll for
Unconscious.
damage?
Yeah, he does actually. Go ahead.
3.
He's still dead.
That
So
arrow
yeah,
must have worked.
his face is frozen, falls to the ground. So there's one goblin on the
On the
roasted.
where?
The one goblin on the left that's roasted. The sniper on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, the one.
The goblin to Zetsu's left is frozen. The goblin to Zetsu's right has his guts falling out, and then the goblin all the way in the back right has an arrow through his head. And just like that, you guys have gotten through your first damage phase.
Yes.
Nice.
Finally.
Good shit, boys.
Good stuff.
Just like that, you made it. So now you guys just take into account all of your positions,
I'm next to Redrick.
and what do you guys do? I mean, this is completely up to you guys now. You're on this trail. You just got ambushed by these goblins, and your what's it called? Employer, I guess, and friend for some of you has just been is nowhere to be seen, but you guys see his horse. So
That was his horse? Dead? Or
yes, yeah.
Oh,
In the beginning, he had told you guys that he would go up ahead on the road in front of you guys.
The guy that we're working
Um,
for, or
Yeah. So Gundren, I'll tell you guys again. Gundren Rockseeker went, basically asked you guys to take this wagon load to Phandalin, and he was like, "Hey, I found something big," and he went out ahead of you with Sildar Hallwinter. They took these 2 black horses.
okay.
so these supplies, since he's dead, do they still need to?
Well, we
go
haven't
to
found
their
the body.
destination?
We haven't found the body.
Oh,
His
true,
horses
that's
are
right.
down.
Okay, so I stand by the wagon and I gesture for the group to come back as quickly as possible.
We gesture to you to move forward because I don't really want to walk because I am kind of bleeding right now.
I stare at him with my skeleton mask, not
I'm-
moving an inch.
I stare at you back with my raven mask, not moving an inch.
Well, then we are at
Ulfric,
an
would you like
impasse.
to? Ulfric, what would you like to
Anakin
do
is
as
in the
these two
middle.
stare?
I would like to walk over to Zetsu and cast healing on him.
Okay. Um,
Can I loot the
The
goblins?
spell's name is Cure Wounds.
your wounds. So you're gonna use your last spell slot.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
How much does it heal for? Do you have to roll for that?
You sh-
D8 plus 7.
Oh, okay. Oh fuck! I'm max health anyway.
What?
I only have 11 hit points.
So
Okay,
you got a
so
12.
he is healed for 12
So full health.
Yep.
full health.
Okay.
All right.
Ah, that feels
No.
good.
Can I loot the goblins?
You sure can.
I would like to loot the goblins.
Can I stop him because he really didn't help?
Uh,
He missed almost all of his attacks.
I would like to loot the goblins, regardless of what Zetsu believes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looting the one to my right.
I'll loot the one.
Is everybody looting goblins?
No, I stand by the wagon.
Okay.
I
Ulfric just
I stand by the wagon too.
Well, you're
Okay.
in the middle. All right, that works.
Dead. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
An 8.
8. Okay, so you're looking through these goblin stuff. Aside from their weapons that they were using, you don't really find anything.
Did he look through all of them or one of them?
Just the one in front of me.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the one to the right.
Can I cast something on Michael before he looks?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. So guidance is applicable here, right? It's a cantrip.
Touch one once before the target can roll an add number roll ability check on its choice. It can roll a die before and then the spell ends.
Actually,
Yeah, you gotta touch him, I guess.
Can I go touch you, Michael?
Be my guest. You touched me before, and felt pretty good.
Zetsu, I mean. All right. I touch Zetsu and I cast guidance.
Okay, cool. That's it. What do you do?
So that gives me a bonus to investigation, or like,
a skill check of your choice, I'm assuming.
What are you trying to do, Zetsu?
I'm trying to loot the goblin to my right.
Okay, let's get an investigation check.
All right. Did it roll?
You got a 3.
What's that bonus that you get from guidance? What
You
does
roll
he
a d4 and add the number.
Okay, so
Go
I'll
ahead.
roll a d4.
get?
So 6.
It's the same for you. You don't really, aside from the weapons, you don't really see anything on these goblins. I will tell you guys that kind of like a. You guys can see that this is not the first time that the goblins have used this, this area to ambush.
Made a goblin. Goblin.
Question.
Yeah.
Are we still allowed to like loot the other 2 dead goblins or no? Since we just looted these 2.
Free.
I would like to loot the goblin that got the arrow to his head.
The arrow to his head. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and get an investigation check.
18.
Okay, so you notice that these goblins have nothing on them, but
Okay.
you do notice that they have very sharp teeth. They're not really wearing very much clothes because they're goblin.
Ew.
that, but the one thing that kind of sets them apart is that they have very, very sharp teeth. Like if it was sharpened on purpose.
Oh,
Yeah.
Before I do another investigation check, is the same shit gonna happen to the other goblin where like I find nothing and he's just sharp teeth?
well, considering I got an 18 and Sean just said that I found out that the goblins really have nothing because of how high it was, I'm gonna assume that all goblins really don't have anything on them.
What if that goblin has a diamond?
You're
It's
right.
true. I mean, be my guest.
I'm gonna check the goblin with the frozen head.
Go ahead. Let's get a roll.
15, 16.
16.
Yeah, so you basically notice that they don't have anything on them, but they have sharp teeth. That's kind of all you guys really see. They don't have any insignias on, anything like that.
I yell to the group, if you're done wasting your time, we should keep going.
I go back to the cabin with the group.
We have to go this way anyway, Victor. Just start moving this way.
I sigh heavily. As
Can't believe I wasted a spell.
is there a map on the wagon by chance, Sean?
Mm,
Or do I know how far we are from our destination?
you're pretty far. But you know the general direction. Like
Okay.
it's not really that far.
What time of day is it?
It's like it's about midday. It's like midday right now.
Do I think we can make it before nightfall type of far away, or
Um, you you could probably make it before nightfall. It's not really that far away.
okay. Well then I say that. I say we should start heading out before we lose much more time so we can reach our destination.
I agree.
I agree.
Victor,
Agreed.
these horses, they're our employers, if you didn't know.
I don't care. I just want gold.
Medial mortal issues.
I would like us to head out. Now.
You
Anyone
have no
else?
complaints from me.
I start walking.
I'm willing to walk.
I also
These are
start
both-
walking.
Everybody's kind of like, all right, let's go on the path.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so you
Wait!
guys.
Is it too late?
No, it's not too late. What? No.
Did they? So my Zetsu. I asked Zetsu. Did you investigate the horses thoroughly?
You know what? I didn't. I'll take another look.
I would like to go look this time.
We can look
Okay, so
together.
that's-
I'll watch your
Can I
back.
cast guidance again on Victor?
Yes. Yeah. I probably won't let you do it much more, but yeah.
Can I?
Aren't they
just-
cantrips?
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, but I can't let him give advantage on every single roll.
Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, all right, sure. I'm casting guidance. And
on
use it less from now on.
Victor?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Victor, what would you like to do?
I would like to investigate the horses more closely. Perhaps there is a clue or something to let us know of our employer's fate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do I roll?
Let's go ahead and get a let's go ahead and get a survival check from you.
Survival. Okay. I got an 8.
Right? Okay, so you know you haven't really seen anything that Zetsu hasn't seen from these, but you do see that a mark on the ground of something being dragged. That's all you see.
I would like to keep this to myself if they haven't seen.
Okay,
Can I
that's okay.
Could I check the arrows? Would that be like a history or an investigation?
I think if are you going to like are you
What do you
is
mean?
that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I want to check the arrows.
Okay. You notice that these arrows are goblin arrows. They're very crude. Um, black tips, kind of terribly put together. That's about
Okay.
it.
Okay, now we can head out.
Agreed.
Can I pull out one of the goblin's teeth and take it with me?
I was thinking about that, but I didn't.
Yeah, you can
All right, so I pull out a tooth and put it
pull
in
out
my
a tooth.
bag.
Okay.
Can
cool.
I also like cut one's head off and put it on one of the horses, like hanging, so they know not to fuck with us?
I like the idea.
Sorry, what?
Can I chop one of their heads off and attach it to our horse, like hanging on the
Ward
side?
off any
Oh,
others.
to your horse?
Yeah.
Oh, like in front to the oxen in
Yeah,
front of
the
you.
oxen. The oxen.
Yeah, you can.
All right, that's not a strength check, right? Like,
No, it's
all
not.
right, I just cut that shit off,
I look at
tie it
Michael,
to a rope.
remembering the goblin, and nod in approval.
Is
And
it the goblin with the arrow in his head?
yes, that is the most noticeable one. I attach it to the lead in between the two oxen, and it is now hanging there, dripping blue goblin blood as we walk.
Um. All right. So, are you guys gonna go to the town, or
I would like to visit the town.
Is that where we have to go?
Is
The
is the
settlement.
town where we're supposed to go, or is there a town between where we're supposed to go and?
it's completely up to you guys. What would you like to do?
What's the layout? Is there only one town?
Currently, you guys know where you're coming from and where. That's
You
that's
cut
all
out
you.
again.
Currently, all you guys know is where you were coming from and where you're to.
I guess we go to the town.
Yeah, let's
go to the
let's head
town.
to the town.
Go to
Yeah.
town. Okay. So
before-
you.
Did we get XP points for that, or
No, you'll get XP soon.
okay?
Yeah, you'll get XP
Alright.
soon. Okay. Give me one moment. All right. So as you guys get to the town, this is what you see. The rutted track emerges from the wooded. Catch a glimpse of Phandalin. The town is basically 40, just 50 log buildings, some on just like regular foundations. So there's some old ruins and crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars and surrounding the new houses and shops. So you can kind of tell that this was probably a much larger town in the past. A lot of the newer buildings are set on the sides of a cart track, which is just part of a muddy street, and you see children playing on the town green, which is like some grass, and town folk just tending to some stuff, and other things. And people are looking at you, but everybody kind of goes on and does their own thing. You guys do come up to Barthen's Provisions, which was where you were supposed to deliver your wagon. And Barthen's Provisions is a Barthen's Provisions is a bar, basically, like a
Tavern?
yeah, like a tavern. So you can kind of see the barkeep there, and some other
Yes.
people.
A checkpoint.
And you guys walk into into this bar.
Okay. Question. So we
Mhm.
kind of like when we started this, we were already traveling together. How much do we know besides what we've were we just put together for this one mission and that's it?
Who of us were friends with the guy, and who of us are just doing this for money?
Because I'm doing it. My I didn't tell you my whole backstory. I just told you my name and how I knew the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like, were we just like were we on this expedition for like a day, or like what's?
What would you like to do?
I'd like to talk to the barkeeper.
You would like to talk to the barkeep?
Mhm.
For Josh, I would say you guys were put together on your relations to Gundren. And you don't necessarily have any. I mean, it's up to you if you have any what's the word? Like loyalty to him.
Secrets?
Yeah, like interest. But aside from that, I mean, you guys are kind of all here, kind of going on the same mission together. So Redrick wants to talk to the barkeep.
So I do.
Okay, cool.
I'll go with him to talk to him because I have the tooth. We're gonna ask about the
You have the
goblins.
Okay. You guys walk up to the barkeep, and he's like, "Hey, how can I help you two fine gentlemen?"
We wanted to ask you about this tooth that my friend here has.
Have you seen any? Do you know anything about any goblins in the area with particularly sharp teeth like this one? And then I show him the tooth.
This tooth, I've seen a couple people talking about this tooth here, and I can tell you, that there's a group of goblins kind of just ambushing people out there. And whenever we see people come back, we see these gashes in their body with these sharp tooth like wounds. But they're out there. They're out there for sure. I mean, how can I help you?
Can I walk in at this moment?
We are.
So am I rolling for this? Like to ask him if he knows that like the particular area that they're in?
Let's just say he tells you that it was the area that you guys were.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I I ask him if there's any bounties or little side missions we can do for cash to kill these goblins.
well, I think that the only kind of quest that I've heard of is this Gundren that wants to bring this cart of goods here to Barthen's Provisions. I mean, if you see the people with those goods, please bring tell them we're here waiting for them.
All right. I hear you.
Can I walk in yet?
Are you?
Are we
What's up?
gonna mention that we have the cart?
Oh,
Okay, I walked in as they were talking, and I ordered a goblet of mead.
Yes. One goblet of meat here gives you a goblet of meat.
Okay, I
I
chug that shit.
I let the barkeeper know that we have the
Wait,
provision.
wait.
I have to roll for that.
Let's get a. Let's get a.
I order one as
Constitution?
well and start chugging.
Is it
Okay.
Constitution or Performance?
It's constant. We're gonna get another
Constitution.
two goblets of mead for my patrons here. And are you guys gonna try and chug it, or
I'm
what?
gonna try and chug it.
I'm already chugging it.
Okay, let's
We're both
get some
chugging.
Constitution rolls from both.
All right, sounds good.
Wait, you hit a firebolt. Oh,
Zetsu got 12.
I rolled a 17.
17. Okay, so Zetsu chokes on the mead, and Ulfric just downs it, like just downs it while Zetsu's choking.
Can I have lore to why?
You call yourself an Asgard.
This
Well,
mead is
what?
terrible. What is this
As
piss?
guardian my ass.
What is this
man,
piss? Who made
no,
this?
if you guys have any idea who's supposed to bring this cart of provisions,
Shut up,
feel free
barkeep
to tell
fool.
me.
Well,
We brought
actually,
your provisions.
Mr. Barkeeper, we have.
Oh, nice. Where is it? Is it outside?
It's
Right
parked.
outside.
Okay. Here's the agreed upon amount. Gundren left the amount here for you, but we don't know where Gundren is. I believe that he would give you more if you found him. But here I can give you half now. But until you find him, I don't really have much left. So, he gives you guys 5 gold pieces.
Where do we add that? Like,
You so you go into inventory and go to the right by side pounds, and it'll have that gold symbol, and you can put in.
hold
So that gold symbol right there. Yep, and then go to
Someone
gold.
cast an
This?
intimidation check to make him give us 75%.
I can't. Yeah, I can.
I'm intimidating. I'm intimidating.
That's not my character's values.
I've got
I
a plus
can
5 in
intimidate, too.
intimidation. I'm
I have
going to
plus
fucking.
6 intimidation. I have plus 6 intimidation.
Oh man.
All right.
Hold up. Maybe we should try to persuade him before we start just fucking intimidating.
I have.
Sorry, who
I
has the
have.
highest
I have.
charisma? Who has the
I
highest
have-
charisma?
I have 18
Plus
charisma.
3 or 16.
Yeah, 15
All
plus 2.
Let's let the schizo go.
All right.
Oh, okay. So at this point,
He's only gonna take one of these rolls, guys, so we can't really.
You're right. You're right.
I
do it.
walk into the bar now because
Okay.
I was outside by the wagon. I walk into the bar and I tell them, "Have you told the barkeep that we're here to deliver the supplies?"
I reply, yeah. Just told him that we were parked at the corner.
I notice that Zetsu is wet with a cup. And then
With
to
meat.
my left, you have meat, and I see Ultrich to my left with a empty cup and blushing cheeks. And I
Okay.
kind of do I have to roll for this? Can I like kind of tell what happened, or do I need to do like a perception test?
What
Just
do you
passive
want? You want to tell the
perception.
barkeep what happened?
No, I wanna like make fun of Zetsu, but like
oh yeah. I mean,
do I know what happened?
yeah, you know what happened.
Okay.
You've been with Zetsu for a little bit. You kind of see. You kind of know.
I turn
what
my
he was
head
trying
because
to do.
they can't see my eyes. I turn my head to Zetsu and I say, "Cheap Asgardian," and I look back to the barkeep, and I see he's paying out the gold, and I try to intimidate him.
What a
For more.
sniveling
Okay.
human.
Let's get an intimidation check.
25.
Shit.
Holy
Shit.
smokes. Okay. All right. Okay. So this barkeep is so he's like, well, I don't know who you are, but you're those red eyes and that mask. You're
Yeah, I
really
stare. I'm 6'1". How tall is the barkeep?
he's about 6 feet tall.
Okay, so
about
I
6 feet.
stand up to the
Yeah.
stand up to the bar. I look at him with my red gleaming ruby eyes, and they start to shine. And he sees my skeletal smile on my mask, and I say, "Is that all you have to offer?"
This is all I have. Gundren had the rest of the gold pieces. I don't. He was the one that was supposed to give you the rest of them. I don't even know where he is. Like, what am I supposed to do?
You're telling me that you're buying these goods and you don't even have the money on hand?
No, this was just Gundren was supposed to pay you for this task. I'm just a messenger, really.
I slam the bar. I slam it with my hands, and I say it would be a shame for whatever the fuck, for him to hear about a barkeep that made him lose his supplies.
For all we know, Gundren might be dead. What am I supposed to do about it?
I want you to know we can easily sell these supplies to the next town for double the coin.
Please.
I start to get angry at them and I put my mace on the table since I'm technically neutral good.
Travelers, please calm down. Can you just find my good friend Gundren? I'm telling you, he can pay you even more than what I have here. I'm just a simple barkeep.
I growl
Guys, we
A
don't
loud
need to harass
growl.
the barkeep.
I growl, and I head to the darkest corner in the bar,
Oh,
and I sit at that table.
Barkeep,
The
barkeep
barkeep.
talks to Ulfric. Oh, man, your band of your band of buddies, they're scary. I just want Gundren back. That's all I want.
Pay
We'll
no,
find your friend. Don't worry.
pay
I
no,
apologize to the barkeeper
How much
on
gold do I
behalf.
add
We're
to
all-
my
we're all
bank?
pay,
little
pay no
friends.
mind, barkeep. We are not friends. We are just working a job together.
I
We're
apologize
all
to the
But-
little
barkeep
friends. We just fought
for
a
the
bunch of
reactions.
Do I add 5 gold? Is that how much I'm
Yes.
adding?
Oh, I didn't even add the gold. Hold on.
I tell the barkeep that I'm sorry, and I promise him that I will bring his friend back.
I talked to Ulfric, and I'm like, what's his name? Gundren?
Gundren.
Gundren's dog led me to him, so I guess I owe him that much to see if he's alive or not.
Yes, please. He's my good friend. He would do good by you.
I order a mead to go.
I order one as well.
For each of you, you can have your mead. Just take one mead each. It's on the house, please. Just
I appreciate
do
you,
that
Mr.
for me.
Barkeeper. I appreciate you.
Each of you get one mead to do as you wish.
I look at Michael and start chugging it immediately.
I don't know how you chug that actual piss. In
rolling for
Asgard, we
competition
drink
right now.
gold. Golden water.
I rolled a 5.
And it spills. It doesn't even go in your mouth.
I
All over your shit.
I look directly in Ulfric's eyes and just start laughing.
I would like to chug the meat as well.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do now?
I am going to attempt to chug this piss.
We didn't get any info on the goblins, so I guess
Rolled a 9.
now that we delivered the cart,
Yeah, we
should
did.
Well, now that we delivered the cart, we should go investigate more and look for where. What's his name?
Gundren.
Yeah, where Gundren went.
We should go back to the area we were because the barkeeper said something about them being back towards the area that we were at.
What time is
Well,
it
he
right
said
now?
they lived in that area.
Is
Be a
it
good start.
dusk right now?
You guys are getting. Let's say it was midday. It took you about an hour and a half to get to. If you
Okay,
guys
so
want
it's
to get
like
back to the
2
area, it'll
p.m.
still be daytime. Like,
Okay.
I would
I
like
guess
to
we should.
investigate.
I guess we should rent out
I
some
won't have any
horses.
spells prepared.
Should we take a rest for an hour? Is that like a
would you like to take a short rest here at the?
How long does it take to prepare spells?
Like to get your spells back?
Like, if we're just chilling, like, does it need to be like overnight, or can we just be chilling in a bar?
some of
and-
them say long
You
rest.
you could just be chilling here, like in
Okay.
this bar. You guys could take your short rest before you head out.
Okay, all right, that sounds good.
Does that replenishes spells, right? Or no? Is that the long rest?
Okay, so short rest is a period of downtime at least 1 hour, so an hour in which you don't do much eating, drinking. You guys have your meat, so you can drink. So you spend a hit dice to basically get your HP back, and you basically regain your hit points, but you don't gain your spell slots until you until
rest?
you have a long rest. Yeah.
Okay.
So a short rest is kind of like only for you guys wanting to let's tend to our wounds real quick.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we should rest here if
Gundren.
Gundren was abducted. If there's a chance he's alive, we don't know
We
what
should
the
look for
goblins
him
should
now.
do. We should go.
I agree with Zetsu.
If we rent horses, can we get there faster, or is that not a thing?
I mean, you have your oxen. Like,
Well,
I guess
those
you
were
can
attached
use
to
the
the
oxen.
cart. Oh well, all right,
You
They were
detach him.
Gundren's. They were Gundren's stuff,
all right.
Let's
I
just-
get up on one of the oxen
Uh huh.
and I help I help Victor get up on the back, and he is holding my waist as we ride back
What?
into the
Whoa,
direction.
whoa, wait a
I
minute,
don't
wait a
know
minute,
about
wait a
that.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
You can only kind of say what your character.
Okay, okay.
Can I
I
get
get
up
up
on the
on
other
the
oxen?
oxen.
Okay, so wait. I was in the dark corner of the bar when they
Yeah.
decided to go. So I just see them walking out, and I guess I follow them
Okay.
because they never told me what the fuck we're doing.
You like
Um,
to keep
You
secrets
did just
too.
intimidate the barkeeper for no reason.
Well, yeah, because I want
Okay.
money. I only
So
got 5 gold.
as we're walking out, I stop and look back at the corner and nod over at the door at Victor, and Victor should get up,
I stare at him.
and I continue to walk out the door after I nod at him.
I get up and I walk out the door. I ask the only competent person in my team, the cleric, what is going on.
What does the cleric do?
I say we're going to go investigate the disappearance of the person that gave us the contract. I keep forgetting his name.
Gundren.
I know
Gundren.
it's a name that's
Gundren.
like it's
So
weird.
shitty.
Yeah, we're going to
It's not
investigate.
shitty. It's just weird.
We're going to
Okay,
investigate
so
and hunt down the goblins that may or
I
may
would
not
l-
have killed him. Or
okay,
I would like to get on the oxen.
We're riding the wagon or the oxen.
The
Well-
wagon was dropped off.
So we only have 2 oxen.
You have 2 oxen.
I'd like to
It's
get
gonna
on
have
the
to be
other
somebody
oxen.
straddling another person.
I'll take lead on the other oxen that Zetsu is not on.
I'm not
I'll
riding
walk.
bitch.
So
Cleric's gonna walk. Cool.
yeah,
That's
if we
fine.
walk, is that like a disadvantage at all?
No,
Or
not really.
okay,
We're
I
gonna
walk.
have to.
Because clearly the Asgardian and the other person needs to rest on the oxen. They need the oxen to carry them.
I actually wanted to get there first, so
So
Yeah,
we'll
this
walk.
is a matter of time.
Matter
the
of time
mages
and
will
money.
walk.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, hold on. Question.
Uh-huh.
In my thing that I set up, like my fucking the things that I own, I have like a vehicle, and it says land vehicle. Do I have that now?
Land vehicle.
When I was setting my character up, it said like you had a possession.
You're on a
Land vehicle.
a steed.
Let's just go like this. Let's just go like this. Come on.
Okay.
Is everybody's kind of?
We head out.
We head out.
Okay, so it takes you about 2/3 of the time it took you to get to the town, because you guys are kind of used to the area, and you guys are on steeds as well. So you're kind of walking through these woods, and you're coming up to these 2 horses, and you notice that all of the corpses are gone. But you still notice the horses there. Once you get back to to the last area.
I would.
Someone should check for trails.
Can I make a perception check?
You can. What are you trying to do? And I'll
Get
tell
a-
you what roll.
I'm trying to get around my senses. It says check the spot. Otherwise, detect presence of something if there's anything in the general area.
Is that what you're trying? Are you trying to see if there's anything around you? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
24.
Yeah. So you're keen on your senses. You, like I said, you notice that these corpses are gone. But there's no threat around you. There's just kind of like the wind rustling through the leaves stuff.
We're safe for now.
So earlier when I did my investigation, I had recalled the trail, correct? Or like I saw that something was dragged.
Yeah. So would you like to make like a history check so I can tell you again?
I think that's an intelligence check. It says intelligence measures mental acuity, accuracy of recall, and the ability to reason.
So I have to roll to recall that memory.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because I'm
so
gonna
what
have
is
to
it?
tell you it again. History check.
12.
Okay. So yeah, you recall that the only thing that you saw
You cut
You
out.
trail as if something was being dragged.
Okay, was that trail going in a certain direction?
Yes.
Okay, they still don't know this, so I'm guessing the rest of the group is like looking around. I'm assuming.
It depends. What's the rest of the
What are
group
they
doing?
doing? What are they? Yeah.
I was
Guys?
looking. I was
We're
looking around the
looking
area,
around.
see if there was anything
Yeah.
dangerous. Looking around.
Can I look at where? Do I see the like the trails of like where like the bodies were dragged?
Well, because I was gonna say if they're all like looking around, I would like to inconspicuously try to follow the trail.
Um, make. What's everybody's passive perception?
10.
Pass 12.
Wait, what? Where is that at? 15.
What's yours, Anakin?
14.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, Josh.
10.
Okay, so you try to follow this trail in you walking off.
You caught up.
You cut out.
You try to walk into you try to follow this trail into the woods of like where it's kind of leading, but you notice everybody kind of looks at you a little perplexed as to why you're walking in this certain direction. So now everybody knows that that you're walking this way. What does everybody do? What do you do, Anakin?
We noticed that Josh is walking which way?
Or following the
Towards
trail.
towards the woods, basically. He's
Oh,
yeah.
I call out to him and ask him where he's going.
Okay.
I concede my information.
Okay. All right. So now, um,
I'm
uh,
racist.
I
what?
tell them that I saw the trail earlier. I came back. I caught the trail and I'm following the trail. And
You
I
didn't.
wanted what?
I was gonna continue.
I wanted to confirm on my own. What is what I'm saying? I wanted to confirm on my own if it was anything.
And you didn't think to tell any of us that you found something? We
I didn't
possibly could have
want
seen him
I
earlier.
didn't want to waste the group's time.
Well, he has half of our money.
So you basically just
Perhaps.
wasted our time.
No, it could have been nothing.
While I don't like working
Now
with
it's
people,
something.
if we're a team, we at least have to trust each other.
It's
To
better if we
a
all
limit.
work on separate tracks.
I disagree.
I might be an old like Fury of Odin, but that doesn't mean I didn't lead with a group. There is strength in numbers. Do not do this again. Can I roll for an intimidation?
No.
No. Oh.
But
I would like. Can we continue? Can I continue down the trail though?
yes. What does everybody do?
Follow
I
him down the trail.
I
Follow
back
him.
up Victor against my wishes.
Okay, so you guys choose to go. You guys walk up to this to where you see this trail kind of being dragged from those two dead horses, and you notice that there's two trails, one for each horse, and it takes you to this like this trail in the woods that's not very uh, clean. It's just kind of think it's being pushed to the side. You can kind of notice that there's been a lot of traffic through here, and you guys can see goblin footprints all along this trail into the woods. And of course, you see the signs of those two. You can tell that it's two bodies that were being hauled away. So do you guys choose to go down this
I'm
path?
okay with it.
It's um it's around like in our time the sun is past midday. It's past midday, slightly past midday.
So we can choose to continue following the trail, or
Yes. Yes.
I think. Oh, wait, there's 2 trails though, right?
No, there's one. There's this very heavily goblin trail.
You cut out again.
There's
Goblin
this
Trail?
there's this very heavily used goblin trail
Okay.
with these 2 signs of dragged bodies.
Okay. I think we should continue.
I think our rogue should scout ahead.
What would be considered? So if I move up ahead and scout, is that investigation or is that perception again?
I'll let you know.
Okay, I would like to,
Um,
because the cleric said that I should scout, and I've been with him, and I've been liking his ideals and morals. I go ahead and abide by his wishes, and I go ahead and scout ahead.
okay. What does everybody else do?
Uh,
I
How
follow
close
the
are-
cleric's lead.
how close are we to this camp? Or like, are we just still seeing a trail?
You don't know
see-
what's on the other side of this trail.
We see a goblin trail, and now we're sending the scout or the rogue to scout ahead.
Okay, so are you guys going to
We're gonna
walk
slowly.
with him?
I'm
Slowly?
gonna stay on the trail, lagging behind a little bit behind him, while he's hidden.
Hidden. You're gonna be in the woods.
Who? Oh, you cut out again. What did you?
You're gonna be in the woods.
I think he
No,
meant me
on the
being
trail.
hidden in the woods while I'm scouting up ahead.
Okay, so where is the scout? Are you on the trail itself? Or
No, I dip off into the woods to get some cover.
you're kind of following it from afar?
hmm
Okay. And what is the who's first on this trail? Like what does it look like? How are you guys walking?
I believe I am in front, and Victor and the cleric are behind me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, who's behind? Like where's Victor? Where's the cleric?
I'm
Like it's a
behind
triangle.
To the left.
Where's
Where's that?
where's Ulfric?
I'm behind Zetsu and to the left.
Okay, all right. And where's Victor?
I trail behind the cleric.
Okay, so you guys are kind of walking in this squiggly line. And what is all of your passive perceptions?
12.
And
15.
14.
Okay, wait, let's go with Redrick. What's your
15.
15? Okay. Ulfric?
14.
Okay. Zetsu?
12.
12. Okay. Victor?
10.
Okay, so you're walking down this trail. You the stench of goblin. You see some blood, and you see the trails of the goblins that you basically killed. It seems like they were kind of taken this way. There's like little pieces of ice and fire all over the place. Blood.
Ice and fire?
Yeah, because you froze one dude's head and
Yes,
burnt him to burnt another one to a
I
crisp.
thought it was someone else doing
I have a
that.
question. Are
Yeah.
goblins? Do goblins fall under fiend?
I'm not sure.
Because I can use divine sense, and it says I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. Or I can detect good and evil. I don't know if that counts as only those.
You're trying to use an ability to find these things.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do?
No.
No?
No.
Do they count as good
No.
and evil, or does the good and evil only count per celestial, fiend, and undead?
Tell me what you're gonna do, and I'll let you know what happens.
Okay. I'm going to use my divine sense to try and figure out where the good and evil is in this location.
Okay, you see, you look behind you and you just see glowing, and you see Victor, kind of have this. You can't really tell, right? You can't really tell what
Kind of like
Victor's
gray.
color is, and
Yeah.
then you see this kind of like this fog, right? This orangey fog, not quite red, heading down this trail. So you
Down.
know that something has gone down this trail. But as you so you guys are walking, right? You're walking down this trail, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so Zetsu is following this trail in, and because of your passive perception, you notice a snare. And you see it. You step aside. You let everybody know it's behind you. What
Watch
do you
out for
do?
traps. You said, what do I do?
Yeah.
Well, didn't we like walk past it already, or like?
I mean, you saw it. Are you walking past it?
Yeah, we are moving past the snare, like, yeah.
And you've told, are you going to tell everyone there's a snare there?
There's a snare there, Victor and Ulfric. Be wary of traps in this area.
Okay. All right. So you guys continue to walk, and so you're walking down this trail, and that sense of that
Divine
cloud
sense.
is getting thicker, right? And Redrick hasn't really seen anything yet. We don't really know if he's going to see anything, but he's following you guys, and can kind of tell that you guys are getting close to something as well. So let's go ahead and get a perception roll from Zetsu.
18.
Okay, so Zetsu walks forward just fine. Let's get a perception roll for everybody else.
Are we walking over the trap, or
7.
14.
I rolled a 10.
I got an 18.
Okay, so
Sorry, 14.
Redrick is the first one to notice that pit.
You cut out.
you keep cutting out?
Redrick is the first one to notice that there's this huge pit that Zetsu is walking towards, but Zetsu notices it as well. And I think Victor was the only one that didn't.
Victor, watch out! There's a pit there.
So, like, what? Do I get hit by it, or do I just, since he told me, do I not get hit by it?
You're all good. So you guys walk past all these traps, and you come up to a hideout. And here on this hideout, Redrick is still in these woods to the right, and you three are walking up this trail, and a creek starts to emerge, and you're basically following this creek up, and you get to this kind of this green, just grassy area, and in front of you, you can see this creek is coming out of a cave entrance, and there's kind of like a large cave in the hillside, basically 5 miles from the scene of where you guys got pushed. That stream is coming straight out of the cave, and it's screened by like dense thickets. And there's a narrow path that leads into the cave, on the right hand side of the stream. So you guys basically have come up on this cave.
Okay. Is the cave covered by like vines and shit? You said.
There's just a lot of like thickets around it. It's not technically covered. you know.
Can I, before we like decide to go in, can I roll for perception to like look around to see if there's any enemies nearby?
Yeah, sure.
Rolled an 8.
So you guys are coming. You guys are here right outside this cave. At least Zetsu doesn't really notice anything. And what do you do?
I'll roll for perception.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a 17.
Okay, so you don't really notice anything either from your position inside of the wood. There's just this. It's starting to get really thick, and you can't quite get through these vines and trees. So the forest is kind of pushing you out towards the rest of the group, so you can
Okay.
cross this stream and get back to them.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Victor, can you burn these fucking vines down so we can get in this place?
It's not really keeping you from getting in.
Oh, okay.
There's just a lot of stuff there.
I have to be careful using my fire here. I don't want to catch the forest on fire.
Smart.
It's about the fucking forest, but not some barkeeper that just wants help.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna call out to Redrick to get the fuck back into the group because we're gonna go into this place.
Are you gonna like? So you're about maybe 20 feet away from the entrance.
Can I say
Are
something
you-
real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I noticed Redrick's snide comment at me, and I turn to him, walking up to him, and I say to him, if you would like to get burned directly, I would be more than glad to do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
shall see, Victor. You
in
shall
an
see.
Asgardian like level like of fucking scream, I go, damn!
Everybody roll
What
initiative.
the
Did I flashbang them?
Everybody roll initiative. Right after Zetsu yells, that's when we have to roll.
My God. You awoken the hive.
All right, what did
You son of a Zetsu! God damn you!
we get from everybody?
I got an
got-
8.
I got an
13.
11.
I got 12.
13 from Zetsu?
Yep.
Okay. Give me one moment. Okay. Okay, so Zetsu is the first
To what?
You're the first to notice.
Okay.
An arrow from the thickets on the right flies straight past Victor and you. Like it doesn't hit you, but it flies straight past you. So you know which direction it came from,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not quite sure what you're gonna do really.
Can I? So this is my turn.
Yep, this is your turn. What would you like to do?
So me telling like someone like Victor who has a ranged where it's at and telling him to like use a range skill there, does that use up a turn or is that like
No, you guys can talk to each other. You're right next to each other.
Victor?
kinda out in
The
the
arrow
open.
came from over there. Be ready to fireball that shit.
We're in a forest, right?
Or you're in a forest.
I think my skills, if there's anything like flammable nearby, it'll catch on fire. So I can't use fire unless you don't mind getting burned.
Someone who loves nature, I see. Use your frost shit then.
It's not about the nature, it's about our way out.
Well, use your frost shit. That won't fucking set the forest on fire.
Can I do that? Am I allowed to move now, or is there like
Or
a
is it still my
like
turn?
a-
I have to still do something? Like,
You
No,
have to
you
do.
still have to
You
do
haven't really
something.
done something.
okay, so Can I get my shield up to like ready itself for another attack? Does that give me like a bonus to armor or no?
You would like to ready, like put your shield up to your face? Is that all you're trying to do?
Does that like give me a bonus to anything, or is that just me just
Mhm.
like? Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say I'll give it to you this time. You're basically kind of hiding behind your shield.
I am okay. I pull my shield up in the direction where the arrow came from.
Okay.
After I tell
What's
or Victor where the direction it came from, so he can get ready.
okay? Ulfric's next.
Can I? Shoot, I don't know what to do.
You can attack
Can
if
I-
you ask.
We don't know where it came from. We just know
Well,
there's an exit.
Zetsu. Well, do you have anything that could shoot it that way? I guess.
Is
I
there
have-
like a
I have a
insight one?
fireball as well, but I don't want to burn down the forest.
Wait, hold on. Couldn't Josh put out like a fire with his ice beam?
I I don't know if I can because that's like an attack.
All right, you know what? Let's do this. I blindly fire my crossbow in the direction the arrow came from.
You blindly fire it?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. You can do that. All right. Let's go ahead and get 2 hit/DC rolls from you because I'm gonna give you disadvantage just because you don't know where it's coming from.
All right, I rolled an 8.
8. Roll again.
Rolled a 22.
Damn.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna take the 8. But yeah. So you shoot this arrow. You don't. Nothing happens. It kind of just goes straight into the
That we know of.
woods. You hear a creature say, "Whoa!" Okay. Are you gonna move? Or are you gonna? Because you guys can move too in your turn.
What's the space like? Like,
I get
are
behind
we
Local.
confined somewhere, or is it just?
Means that's it.
Basically, the cave is in front of you, right? You guys are in a field to the left of the cave, and there's a creek between you and this wooded area to the right. And basically the creek is
Hold on,
coming
I'm gonna
straight.
draw this in paint real quick. I need to
Yeah, yeah.
visualize. So there's a cave in front of us.
There's a cave in front. This creek is coming out of the cave, and you guys are in a green pasture to the left of the creek, and to the right of the creek is this really wooded area where you just heard something scream from.
Okay, so there's a lot of
and
trees there.
Yeah, there's a lot of like it's rough terrain. It would be tough to
Okay.
get through, but you could get through it. So that's where you guys are. So
We're in
Ulfric
the
just
rough
got-
terrain.
Yeah, no, the rough terrain is on the other.
Okay, so we're in the green pasture
You're in the green
across the
pasture.
creek from the rough terrain where the attack came from.
Exactly. And
Okay.
I'll say you guys are. I mean, you would have to move. We'll say it's the same distance that the cart was from the horses. It's the
50.
same distance to like the other side. Yeah, so it's about that distance to the other side of the creek, where that
Okay.
wooded area starts.
Whose turn is it?
Would be mine.
Frederick's.
Yeah. Is
Wait,
there
who,
any
who
way?
just went? Who just went?
Anakin.
Anakin just went. So
Was it Anakin?
yeah, Redrick is next.
Yeah, Redrick.
Is there any way I could sneak up to near the entrance from where the arrow was fired from?
Yeah, are you gonna try and like squeeze through those thickets?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
I got an 11.
An 11. You're squeezing through. You're squeezing through these thickets, and you see one goblin notice you. It's just one though. He sees you out the corner of his eye, and he sees you trying to squeeze through these bushes to kind of get to where they are. So you're the only one that's. But this is a goblin post.
Okay.
And, it's very rough and tumble. There's like wooden planks, and there's this little slit that they can kind of see out of those wooden planks, but it wouldn't be hard at all for anyone to do anything to it. But this goblin sees you.
And I call out to them.
You can yell. They would. I think they would hear you.
I,
They
I,
would.
I,
You're not going to be able to have a full conversation with them. You can say something simple. What do you say?
I yell out that there is a goblin hut nearby that I've been spotted.
What the fuck is that muffled noise we're hearing from the woods?
I just got what you're saying. I was about to
So-
say, I thought someone. Okay, never mind.
So, Zetsu chooses not to hear.
You cut out.
Zetsu chooses not to hear Redrick. Does anybody else hear?
I hear it.
Okay.
I hear
Fuck
it.
you. Why
Okay.
are you giving yourself a disadvantage?
No, I
Zetsu's the only one that doesn't know there's two
I heard
goblins.
muffled. I heard his voice yelling, but it was muffled. Okay, his head was stuck in a box. Okay.
Okay, so
That was not in a box. It was in the bushes. You Asgardian nerd.
what would you like to do?
Zetsu.
Yeah. Wait,
No, it's Josh's.
that's Zetsu.
Right?
Well,
Yeah, it's
Dead
Or
Dead
just
did
went.
Redrick move? Oh,
Dead
me?
just went.
Yeah.
I already
All
did
right.
myself.
Keeping the knowledge that I've gained from Mr. Zetsu, I know the direction.
Mhm.
I prepare my Ray of Frost. So I'll roll hit, right?
Hit slash DC, yeah.
Or are they in the? Okay, wait a minute.
Mhm.
This Ray of Frost is 60 feet.
Yeah, there.
Do we know the
can try.
distance?
You can try. Would you like to try?
I would like to try.
Okay.
21.
21.
Woo.
Okay, so that goes through the thickets. Since you can't quite see the goblins yet, it doesn't hit them. But you hear another.
I hear
so
what?
you hear something.
Oh, have I cleared? Okay, so
Wow!
did my Ray of Frost, since you said it shot through the thickets, have I cleared a path towards that direction? Can we see them?
You have cleared a baseball-sized hole in the thickets. So
Baseball hole?
yeah, you guys are
Okay.
kind of
Okay, I
you're-
chuckle maniacally. Next.
okay. Yeah, next up is the first goblin. Okay, so this is gonna be the one that's closest to Redrick. He's gonna try and shoot Redrick. So let's go ahead and see if that hits. What is your armor
11.
class, Redrick? 11? Okay. All right. So Redrick, you take 5 points of damage. The goblin hit you right in the shoulder. And you are hit for 5 points. And next up, well, actually, as a bonus action, this goblin is going to try and hide.
Really?
He's going to try and do a stealth check.
I yell out cowards.
You hear-
I hear Redrick's screams of pain.
So that goblin is going to fail in hiding from Redrick because nobody else can see him. But he's going to try
Correct.
and hide behind this really thin tree, but Redrick can still kind of see him. So the next goblin is up, and he's going to
Wait,
basically.
can we see that the goblin is in range? Like, can we see that goblin since he sucks at hiding, or can Redrick only
No,
see him?
I'm the
No,
only one. I
he's
think.
the only one because
How-
they're still in the.
How
Thickets
far
on
is
the other
Redrick
side.
from us? Is he like within 30 feet?
No, he's even farther away from.
So
he's on
basically,
the
what
other
I'm
side of the
learning
creek.
what I'm learning from this is that we have to move in if we want to do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm
So let's just I don't know if I can present hypotheticals in this game. Could
Well,
I put out a forest fire? Is that
Um,
should I worry about forest fire? Because like all of the fire spell says that I should worry about flammable objects, or like being flammable objects being in the range of the fire shit. And my worry is that I start a forest fire and we can't get out of it.
I mean, you could really try. You can try to put it out.
I mean, there's also a cave that won't catch fire. So we'll be forced to go into the cave if you do it.
Okay. Well, you're gonna learn a shade of Victor in the next turn.
Let's just
Did I roll damage for that
I'm about to
for that
turn
hit?
into a crazy
For
motherfucker.
what hit?
You're talking about when I got hit?
Yeah.
I'll look it with
Yeah,
you.
I got hit for 5 points.
Yes.
Wait, so
Okay.
is it the other goblin's turn yet? Or
It is the other goblin's turn, and this other goblin is going to this goblin is going to try and run towards you guys maniacally.
Menacing.
He's gonna run up to basically he's gonna get to the other side of the creek, but he's not quite to you guys. He's about 20 feet away from you guys.
Ah, so he's approaching us.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's approaching. He's
Oh.
waving his scimitar
Oh.
like a crazy goblin, like just waving it
You
around.
dare approach me. I tell him that. I tell him you dare approach me.
And he says, "Ah!" That's all he says. While he's waving his thing, freaking
okay.
scimitar
Scimitar.
around. Zetsu is next.
Okay, so can I if I start charging at him, will I meet him in time to do an attack or no?
Yeah, he's about 20 feet away from you guys.
Okay, so can I make a path for Ulfric to make it to Redrick so he can heal him by charging this goblin and shield bashing him? Is that a thing? Can I shield bash?
What do you mean make? Are you trying to knock him over?
Yeah, I'm trying to tumble him over and make room for Ulfric to sprint to Redrick so he can heal him.
So you're basically trying to tackle this goblin
Yeah, with a shield.
with your shield.
Yeah,
With your
shield bash.
It should be
Yeah.
noted that I already used my healing spell.
Don't you only
Can you
you
not
only have
use it
one?
again?
Yeah, it's not a cantrip; it's a prepared spell.
Okay. Before you do that, then I think I should run over to Redrick, and they should take care of this goblin. Wait. A question
What?
before we go.
What?
So if I'm running over, like
Uh-huh.
as I'm getting closer to the goblin, can I use a weapon as well? Does that count as a turn?
If you're trying to attack him as well, you're not gonna Redrick.
I'm not gonna what?
But if you're trying to move and attack, you're not gonna make it to Redrick because he's too far away. But if you use your dash ability or action in combat to dash, basically just run straight towards Redrick. Dash gives you double speed. So you can basically run 60
Okay,
feet.
so like I can't. Can I walk 30 feet, throw my dagger, and be closer to him, or do you think I should just dash?
It's completely up to you, but the only way to get to Redrick and be close to him is to dash.
Okay,
the only way.
I'm going to dash over through the woods to where I heard Redrick screams.
Okay, you're gonna dash like straight through.
Yep, past
Okay, so
the goblin.
you run past the goblin. You run over the little creek. It's about 2 feet deep, so you slow down just a little bit.
Wait, can I
Then
jump over it?
No, you can't jump over the creek.
Oh, okay.
It's a big creek. But you get to the thickets and you can see Redrick out 10 feet in front of you. He's got an arrow in his shoulder, and that's where your dash stops. You're about 5 feet into the thickets, and you see Redrick.
Okay.
And next up is Ulfric.
Okay. So there's a goblin. So how many goblins do we know of that there are?
You only know of one.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You only know
And it's the
that's
one
right.
that shot Rudder.
No, it's the one that's in front.
No,
of
it's the one
It's
that's
the
the
one
one
that's
in front of
running
you.
towards you.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
one.
you and me on one side of the creek, and there's a goblin rushing us.
Okay. So I pick up my mace and rush the goblin.
Okay, cool. All right,
And
what are you gonna try to do?
actually, I take that back. I run a short way
Uh-huh.
and I cast Sacred Flame on him.
Sacred Flame? Okay.
Yeah.
What does Sacred Flame do?
It is a flame-like radiance descends upon a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay, let's you're gonna go how close are you gonna
I mean, the range is 60 feet, so I think I'm already in range. So I'm just gonna like
you're gonna
start
stay where you
running.
are?
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna cast that. Let's see if this goblin make it on a dex save. What does he have to hit?
He has to succeed on a saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit or cover for the saving throw.
Okay, so he succeeded on his saving.
Damn.
So he's you shoot this fire sacred flame and nothing happens. He's still running. He's still running. He's just
Cut
you know what
out.
happens? He's so dumb that like your spell just doesn't work on him. Like he's just running in a rage.
Oh my
you know?
god.
Nice.
So next, are you gonna move anywhere, Ulford?
I'll move in front of Josh,
I
I guess.
suggest you move behind me.
Behind.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll move behind Josh.
I hope he doesn't set me and Redrick on fire.
All right.
All right.
I'll take care of Setsu. Don't worry.
Redrick is actually next.
So Michael's at about within 10 feet of me, right?
He's about within 10 feet of you, and you can see that goblin that tried to hoard that and didn't make it. But yeah.
All right. So I would like to move behind Michael, or I mean, sorry, Setsu.
Uh-huh.
I would like to move behind Zetsu and let him know that the goblin is behind that tree.
You can do that, yeah.
Okay. And do I still have a turn to go?
Yeah, it was just a movement, so what
Yeah.
else would you want to do?
I would like to take my short bow while I'm behind Michael and aim at the goblin afar in front of Victor.
In front of it, you're gonna aim at that one?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna give you disadvantage because you have 5 thickets.
Okay.
But you can try.
Makes me want to think. Either that. What would it be like if I were to shoot the goblin in front of the tree?
He's covered by a tree.
It would probably be the same because you guys are both in the thickets.
All right, then. But I'll try to shoot the goblin closest to Anakin and Josh.
Okay, let's get 2 rolls on your short bow. Yeah, so you shoot your short bow and short, and next up is
Dense to shoot anything through here.
That's it.
I yelled, "Nice shots!"
It's too dense in here.
Let's do that. Next up is Victor.
Is the goblin 15 feet in front of me?
He is still in front of you.
What?
He's 20 feet.
20 feet? Can
Yep.
I move and incast?
Yep.
I move 5 more feet
Closer?
closer.
Okay.
And I begin to prep Burning Hands.
Okay, let's read it. Burning Hands. As you hold your hands, thumbs touching, fingers spread, a thin sheet of flame shoots forth. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dex saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 damage on a failed save. Okay, that's instantaneous. So, are you gonna are you prepping an action? Are you casting it right now?
I would like to cast it.
You'd like to cast it?
I would
Okay.
like to burn this motherfucker.
Okay, so
Mm.
Victor puts his hands with his
Is there
thumbs
bush
touching.
there? So there's bushes and trees, right?
There are
Only a
how far does
15
this?
foot. It's only
15
15 feet.
Yeah, it's not gonna reach the creek.
Oh, it's not. Okay, good. So nothing but the goblin will burn.
Yeah, so all right, let's see these. Let's get that roll going. He has to
We're-
succeed on a dex throw of what?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dex. Okay, so yeah, your spell doesn't work on him. He's freaking. The spells don't work on this guy. He's just
He's just built different.
Dodges.
just freaking running towards you and Ulfric. Like it just does not work on
Okay,
him.
so since I
Nice
casted
magic.
it, what do I click? Because it was a spell.
You click one on your spell slot. You
Up here?
cast. Yes, I believe. Yep.
Wait, Anakin, how
So you
many?
have one
Wait,
spell slot left.
Anakin, how many spell slots do you have on your healing?
I only have 2 spell slots.
So
and
you
I
could
used
use
both of
another
them.
one theoretically, right?
No, he used them both.
No, I used
Oh,
I used
okay,
bless
oh.
too last fight.
Yeah, this
Shoot.
thing is freaking like its spells do not work on this guy. Let me just say that. So he's still running towards you guys, but next that goblin that's running towards.
You're cutting out.
So
You're cutting out.
next his line is going to be that goblin that's running towards Victor and
Ulfric.
Ulfric. He's a little singed, but he hasn't taken any damage. But he has he's like red eyes, rabies coming out of his mouth, and he's basically just going to try and grapple Victor, who's in front. So let's go ahead and get a strength save or a strength check, sorry, from Victor.
Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
That's why I wanted to stand in front.
So
3.
Oh no.
Oh,
Next shield.
Josh, he got a 3. What did you got a 3, Josh?
I got a 3.
Okay, so this thing just tackles
Can I
you.
shield though?
He's shield. No, you can't.
I can't react.
This thing is one reaction when you take a hit or targeted by the magic missile cell.
What?
Or hit by an attack. Yeah, he's not attacking you. He's grappling you.
He's grappling. Okay.
Yeah, so basically he's just straight. He just jumps on, and he's got you pinned to the ground, like both of his hands on your arms. You're pinned. You're tasting his rabies
Ew.
just falling onto your
Ugh.
face, and he's just got you
Math.
there, and he's gonna hold you there and just yell at you for a little bit. And the goblin that is on the other side of the thickets is going to run away from both Zetsu and Redrick, and he's going to try to run towards his buddy. So he's going to run through the thickets. He get about halfway through the creek, and he's going to try and shoot Ulfric.
Hold on. What direction is? Because from what I was thinking was past the creek,
Mhm.
directly straight was this this little shack that he was hiding in. If he's running past us, wouldn't we see that? Like, wouldn't he have to run in our direction?
No, like Josh's drawing was perfect. Can you pull up your
Oh shit!
drawing
I
again,
didn't even
Josh?
see his
Oh,
drawing.
you saw it? It was
Yeah.
really bad.
It was actually perfect. Like
Let me see.
you see,
I
this
see
is-
it.
No, they
You see-
just fucking just left the
What the
mages who can't
hell
defend
is
themselves
this?
from fucking short
So
range.
basically, that's where the creek is.
The blue is the creek.
The goblins on the top right. The one that's
What?
about to run across.
What the fuck
And
is the
you-
goblin? What is?
Josh, I have heavy armor and a mace. That's why I wanted to stand in front of you.
I didn't
That's
want
where
to
the-
burn you. My
And
idea
15
was that
strength.
I
What?
wanted to fucking incinerate the motherfucker.
So go ahead and put where the goblin is, Josh.
Yeah, where the fuck? I don't know what any of this is. Maybe the blue is the water.
This is the cave.
That's
This is
cave.
the water. This is the trees, and then the left is the pasture where Anakin and I are
Yeah.
at.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
So
so the red is
now-
us. Are we the red?
Now, Anakin is here, and I am here,
Mhm.
and then the goblin is up here, right?
That's the one that's going to cross into the stream.
The other one's right in front of you guys.
Okay.
The other one is on
On me.
Victor.
Yeah.
He is on Victor right now. And Redrick and Zetsu are in the bottom right.
Wait, how far?
Not
I
that
thought we
far,
were
but they're
closer
not
than
that
that.
far. They're about like halfway through the paper. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then the purple is gonna move left.
He's gonna move left to the middle of the creek.
Okay. So can we see that? Do I see that?
You
Or
see
do I have
it.
to roll?
We see it.
Yeah, because he didn't hide correctly. You just see him run straight into the middle of the creek and try and shoot Ulfric.
Okay. Okay.
Because Josh is on the ground now, and Ulfric is just standing there.
Is it my turn
So-
yet?
Wolfberg better fucking hit this guy off me.
Let's roll this goblin that's in the middle of the creek now. Thank you, Josh, for the for the
Wall drawing.
presentation.
That's really helpful.
What's your
So which one's moving?
That top right. He's moved into
He's moved into the
Yep.
where? Right
middle
here?
of the creek. Yeah, like right in the middle of the creek. He's going to try and shoot Ulfric, but he's going to fail, and his arrow is going to nick his buddy that's on top of Victor, and do 1 point of damage.
What
Me?
a moron. No,
No,
he
to
hit
the
his
goblin.
friend. He literally
The-
hit his friend.
The goblin hit his friend.
Oh, the
he failed
goblin.
again.
Okay.
And next up in line
Does that hit him
is-
off of me, or is he still
No,
fucking
he's
a
still-
rabid
He
machine?
is still raging on you right now. Zetsu is up.
Zetsu,
Okay,
I need you to take point. I'm weak.
Does my lay on hands count as a turn, or is that just a thing I can use whenever?
Does it say it counts as a turn?
You have a pool of healing power that can restore 5 HP per long rest. As an action, you can touch a creature. Oh, so an action is a turn, right?
Yeah, it's a turn.
Okay. So can I move and use this?
Yeah.
So if I use it, can I move after or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my lay on hands on Redrick to heal 5 hit points, and
Okay.
I'm going to move over to where that one goblin took a shot.
How close are you gonna get to him?
How far is he?
You can get as close as you're basically.
I am going
You're-
to stand right behind him like Batman, just
Okay.
fucking standing at him, looking down.
Wait, Sean, I have a question.
What's up?
Wait, so I think I can use those spells whenever I want because it says always prepared. I didn't see that.
Which one?
Bless and cure wounds are always prepared. It says.
Bless and cure wounds. Okay.
Oh, so I can just always use those, I guess.
Always prepared to use. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you
If you had spell slots.
increase heal yourself by 5?
But yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Zetsu. I
what
appreciate
was
that.
Yeah, so you're just gonna stand behind that goblin?
Yeah, I'm menacingly standing behind him.
Okay.
One in the
Um,
middle?
The one that
yeah,
just
the
took
one
a
in the
shot.
creek.
Hold up, does he see me? Can I roll for stealth for that, or can I just be behind him?
There's kind of nothing to hide behind.
Behind
you're,
him?
You're running into the creek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's gonna notice you. Let's go ahead and who's next? Zetsu just went?
Yep.
Ulfric is next.
All right, so I guess since I'm right next to Josh, you said the goblin's on top of Josh. It's got his head, right?
He's just trying to make out with them, just straight.
All right, so if he's on top of him,
Raging.
it's probably pretty hard to miss. So I'm gonna just haymaker swing my mace at him.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you advantage on that.
Okay. What? So I just roll strength.
Yeah, just roll an attack with your
Oh, yeah.
hit DC. You can roll twice.
Oh, 1. Okay, that's a
5.
No
Oh
way.
my god. Oh my
14.
god.
14.
You're that actually doesn't hit.
Oh, he just ballparks that shit.
That
Oh
actually
my god.
that actually doesn't hit. So you
I share.
swing.
I shout. I shout to Ulfric, saying, "What the fuck?
You
Get him off
swing
me!
your mace and it lands right next
What?"
Oh,
to the goblin, but
I should have let you both on fire.
he's still being grappled by
Oh,
by
we're both.
by this goblin.
That goblin is invincible.
Dude, he is a monster.
Up, man.
Who's next? Ulfric.
Be me.
Redrick is next.
I move up to the creek with Zetsu.
Mhm.
And am I in range of the goblin that's in the water?
I think so, because I am. And I used my turn.
Yes, yeah, you can do whatever you want to that goblin.
Okay, I move in range, and I'm trying to. Okay, so what does sneak attack do? Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to a creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon. So if I hit it, I can deal an extra 1d6.
You have to be sneaking, though.
Within 5 feet. It says if I have advantage on attack roll. Okay. I'm gonna take my short sword and I want to attack the goblin.
You can take your short sword and attack. All right, let's go ahead and let's get it.
12.
12. Okay, so your short sword misses,
Of course it does.
and you swing right past him, and now you are standing on basically his right side, and Zetsu is kind of right behind him. Okay, so who's next?
Dude, how
Josh,
fucking
right?
high
Or
are
is it
these
the other
hit
goblin?
points?
Frederick is 3, 4. Victor's next. Victor, what do you
Can I
what
even
do you
do anything?
You can make a strength throw to see if you
Will
can
that
get
let
this.
me get out?
Yeah, basically you have to try and see if you can break free from this guy.
16.
16. Let's see what he gets. Yeah, so you push him off. You just push him right off of you.
Motherfucker.
He rolls he rolls away, and he just starts pounding the ground. And what else do you do? Do you want to move anywhere? Do you want to?
Can I attack or that's it?
No, that was kind of your one thing.
Okay, I get the fuck behind the cleric.
Okay, all right. All right. So next up is the goblin that's freaking out. What he's gonna do is he's gonna pick up his scimitar off the ground that he was holding, and he's going to try and hit the cleric. So he's gonna run straight up to the cleric and try and swing. What's your armor class?
18.
18. Right. Okay, he got a he rolled so he swings and it doesn't hit. Why doesn't it hit? You can
I trip over a stone when I was running to attack him, and he misses.
so you
That's
so
good.
you trip.
I stumble a
trip.
little bit, and I manage to dodge it on accident.
You dodge it by accident. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I help the cleric
Okay.
up.
So next up is the goblin in the creek. So he's noticed both of these guys right next to him, and he's going to try and he's gonna try and attack the cleric. So he's gonna run, and he's gonna swing against the cleric with his sword.
The one that was Zetsu and dead?
Yeah, so he's gonna run straight across. Because he was in the middle of the creek, so he's gonna run straight across, and he's gonna swing his sword and hit the cleric again. Why does
Why? What? You cut out.
Does it
it
miss
doesn't?
again?
It misses again. Why does it miss? Cleric.
As the as the sorcerer is helping me up, I notice a spider on my arm, and I flip out and fall to the ground, trying to swat it away. And then he misses.
And then he missed your head just by a
Yeah.
little, just because you. Okay, so now this goblin, so now both goblins are over there, with their swords down, just because they just missed the cleric after his, whatever he did.
Oh, we trapped
So
them.
whoever is next, Zetsu,
Okay. How far are they?
you can run up to them. You've basically been
Okay,
chasing
so
them
I,
this whole
I
time.
run up to them
Mhm.
and I throw my dagger at
Okay.
the one who just missed Anakin.
Okay, so let's say that the one that just missed Anakin on their left, and the one that the rabid one is on their right. Um, so you're gonna shoot the one on the left
Actually, I'm gonna throw my dagger at the one on the right, the rabid one. I'm gonna try and
at the
hit
one
his head.
on the rabid one.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna aim for his head.
Yep.
Okay. Where are you gonna go? Like, are you gonna move closer? Or...
Yeah, I'm gonna cross through the creek
Okay.
and move closer. Then I'm gonna throw my dagger.
All right. Yeah, let's roll. Let's see what you got.
An L.
15.
15. Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
5.
So you hit that goblin on the right for 5 damage. It goes through his head, but still moves. Like because you hit the rabid one,
Shit.
right?
Yeah, I hit the rabid one.
He is still freaking out, like moving his sword all around. He's still alive, but he
He took damage.
he took 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is Ulfric.
Okay. So Michael hits that one.
Uh-huh.
It's injured, but it's not dead. And
It's
then
injured.
There's still the other one.
Mhm.
Okay. So I run at the one that Michael injured, and I smack it with my mace.
Okay, cool. Swing. Let's see that roll.
17.
That, like, you hit him in the head, so the dagger goes deeper, like, and he's just brain dead. Like, he just falls to the ground, just unconscious. Do you want to move anywhere?
I'll just stay. I mean, I had to move to get to the goblin, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that one is out for the count, and after Ulfric is Redrick.
I go to the other goblin that's still alive,
Mhm.
and I take my daggers and I put him against his throat.
Are you gonna?
I would attack him. Yes.
Oh, you're gonna attack him.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna go for two attacks or?
2. Yes.
Okay, go ahead and let's see you roll.
Rabid one is dead, right?
What is
Yeah, the
that?
rabid one is dead.
22.
Oh.
You fucking.
Well, it got a
And-
B, so it's doing a 2d4 now.
Oh, you got a crit then.
And an 11. One of
Got a
them
crit?
crit.
You got a crit on your first dagger?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a crit.
Okay, so
crit.
let's go ahead and get crit damage on that first attack.
I think it's a D4 you have to roll.
7?
Well, yeah, it popped up that I can press that one.
Oh.
7?
Yeah,
Was that what
7
it was?
crit. Yeah,
You
7
chop his
crit.
head off.
Oh.
You cut his head straight off, and it lands in Victor's hand. It lands straight in his hands,
Good catch,
and
Victor.
the body of the goblin falls to the ground. Plop.
Goblins.
Just like that.
Smelly
Goblins are dead.
creatures. I hate
And
them.
Victor holds it up above his head and crushes it like Mortal Kombat. The blood
Fatality.
dripping on it.
I drop the head and I smash it with my foot.
Nice. All right. Gooey now he smashes it with his foot and he's got goblin blood all over. So these goblins are dead.
And I say,
That's it.
little shit.
Someone from the cave yells, "Hey, that's not nice."
Who the fuck said that?
Wait, there's more?
Wait, who the fuck said that?
Show
Okay, what do you
yourself.
guys-
I use my intimidation to tell that voice to show themselves.
Are you sure you want to use the intimidation? Because I think
I
I'm a little more
I am
scary than
positive
you.
I want to use that.
I think I'm a little more scary than you. I can do it for you.
I just rolled.
You got a fucking set.
Oh, you're such a pussy. Like,
You're
it's
so
unbelievable how
bad.
much of a pussy you are.
We all
And,
throw our heads back in laughter.
and just like that, the day ends. So you're outside this cave. You set up camp, and you will be venturing in after your long rest. You guys don't see any goblins come out. You don't see any goblins come in. The sun sets as you guys are around a nice little fire, and yeah,
Can
We
we
click
eat their
long
dead
rest?
bodies? Oh yeah, long rest.
long rest.
Long rest.
So hit take long rest.
rest.
Okay, take long.
Reset maximum HP, changes strength. Take long rest.
Okay, click it,
Got it.
confirm. Okay, long rest taken. You have completed the long rest. Relevant abilities have been reset. Okay, so
When do we get XP? Like, what's the XP like?
I just cut
Oh,
off
you-
a fucking head.
You will soon. You will.
Okay.
Hey, I have one
Okay.
question, Sean.
Yeah.
I'm having a okay. So these two spells, like, can you look at my screen?
What's up?
All right, so I have 2 spell slots, but I can have like 5 prepared spells.
Mhm.
That was confusing me at first, and then these two, I never even used a spell slot because these two are always prepared, and these are the 2 that I used.
Even if you cast it.
Yeah, even if I cast,
did he cut out?
Well, you wait. What'd you say?
look at my cure wounds and bless. Just say always prepared. Like,
Yeah.
they're basically like kind of like a cantrip.
Yeah, I think it means you could just use
So I
it.
can just use these. I mean, they take a turn, but like I can just always use these.
Bless and cure wounds. Let me go ahead and read. Well, anyways, that was your long rest.
Yeah.
That's the campaign for today.
So we stop playing? Like we have to wait 8 hours to play again, or do we continue?
If I let you guys continue, you would, let's just say, you need cure wounds.
we need cure wounds.
So yeah, this is where we end for the day.
All right,
This is where we're ending.
but
When are
like
we coming back?
we're just gonna do it. Like, when's the next time we're gonna do it?
What do you guys want? When do you guys want to come back?
So
into the...
we have to like stop playing today? Like it's required we have to wait 8 hours,
Yes.
or like
Yes.
that's kind of
Okay,
crazy.
so
We can't just
I work-
pretend that it's 8 hours from now.
I work tomorrow, and I wouldn't be off till about 9:30. I'm off Thursday,
How
but
about
Spider-Man.
the dungeon master decides?
Yeah.
Since he's the one that has to do it.
Well, right. Well, I'm just naming off like times like
No.
I'd have to be like available for and all
on
that
this
shit.
on this long rest while you outside of this
Well,
cave,
you what?
what are you guys doing as you guys for the next...
You keep cutting out.
What are you
No, what
guys-
are we doing while we're outside the cave in our long
Yeah.
rest?
What are you guys
IRL
doing
or
in
like
your
our
long rest?
characters?
Characters.
No, like what are your characters
Okay, I am going to look at Victor
Okay.
and see that he looks pretty fucking sick because like he had all that weird rabies shit all in his mouth. So I'm going to use my lay on hands on him to
Why
cure
are
his
you-
disease.
You're role playing for me.
No, I'm role playing for myself, the paladin,
How do you know I look sick?
because I see your paleness.
I have a mask on.
So
I can see
I
past
go to
that.
sleep.
Okay, Ulfric goes to sleep.
I
Ulfric goes to sleep.
sit there and sharpen my tools throughout the night.
I don't feel
Nice.
sick. I would like you to know I don't feel sick.
Well, that's fine.
I'm
I
just
just like
pissed.
caring for my fucking allies, I guess, but I guess not. I keep watch and take
Okay.
notable
Asking
rests.
me if I feel sick and I
Do
can't respond,
you
don't have
feel
to
sick,
come up to me
Victor?
and just do it.
I
These
flashbang
mortal
them.
medium mediums.
And he
I
wakes up with
flashbang them.
flashbangs.
Everyone's blind now.
And as Ulfric's flashback goes off, everyone
You keep cutting
light
out.
and hearing, and they all go to sleep.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Well,
I'm gonna
That
sleep
was
on
a
a
lot
tree.
of fun, actually.
Yeah, that was
It
actually
was pretty fun. We fucking played for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that long.
It did
I was
not
gonna go
seem
into
long.
character lore, and
It was
then
a little
Michael said
more
I
than
was
2.
sick, and then I got flashbang.
Character lore.
Nice.
I wrote
Well,
a whole
he
backstory.
got a bunch of fucking rabies juice in his mouth. Like, what the
I
hell?
have a mask on. How many times do I have to say I have a mask on?
Sean said
That
you
is
were
true.
tasting it.
Well, I told him, well, I have a
Is he
mask on,
lying?
and he just kept rolling with it.
So you guys,
Oh
uh,
shit.
you guys actually made this pretty. Some of that was improv, like, because you weren't
Oh, yeah.
supposed to do some of the things you did. So
Well, yeah, my
Like,
character is chaotic neutral, so I'm trying to play it like right now in the early game, I'm like, I'm just kind of distant,
it was
cold a
pretty
little
good
bit.
though. Y'all did pretty good. We all have to kind of take a look at the rules and see. Even me, trying to try and see how we can improve, but that was pretty solid. There's a
Yeah.
lot more to come. Like there's a lot more to
Yeah.
come.
And that was a lot of fun. I can't wait for
like-
the
I like
the next
this
one.
party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to. Are we doing this on a weekly basis? Is this what we're going to agree upon?
I'm
guys
okay
wanna do
with
it on a weekly
fucking
basis?
fast forwarding 8 hours from now and playing right
Well,
now, but
So like, here's the thing, right? Like, if we do weekly, how long is this gonna go on? Because it's gonna get to a point where we're gonna if it keeps going, are we gonna be like in school at one point?
probably.
I mean,
Because if we go to school, I don't know like how much time we'll have.
I think we can finish this in probably, if today was any indication, shoot. I mean, it's a campaign, you know?
It's going to be a while regardless.
I mean, we can all find like 2 hours. Out of
Yeah, you're
We
right.
could.
You're right. We can do it a weekly basis. We can
Yeah.
if we're fine with that.
That would give me enough time to prepare.
Yeah,
That would be-
yeah.
I'm cool with that.
If that's good for you, Sean, then we'll just do that. Whatever's
So-
good. You're the dungeon master.
Every Tuesday at 7?
Well, I
Or-
mean, it's gonna change. People have different schedules,
It'll
True.
change week to
Okay.
week, but
but
We'll figure it out.
I could just let my boss know
All
what
right.
day I need off for this, so it's fine.
I'm
For
gonna
the
end.
next 2 weeks, I don't have any restrictions, so.
I'm gonna end this
Me neither.
episode here. This was episode 1 of the Discord campaign, DM'd by Sean. Thanks for watching.